Hi, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today, we take a look and compare two watches that fall very far apart when it comes to price. One is a Seiko 5 that you can get anywhere from $60 to $100 brand new, while the other is a Rolex Oyster Perpetual that will cost you almost 100 times more at around $6,000. I know you're probably laughing and think I must be mad to even consider putting these two watches face to face, but they actually have more in common than you might think. And although it's pretty clear which one of these is a better watch, we're trying to see what the almost 100 times higher price actually gives you. If we look at the brands, they both are true powerhouses of horology. Both in this business for more than 100 years, with Seiko actually being slightly longer at almost 140. Seiko has a history bonus of still having the founding family running the company, while Hans Wilsdorf didn't have any descendants, so he created a charity foundation and made it the sole owner of Rolex. To watch aficionados, both these brands are neck to neck, but to the general public, Rolex will be perceived as a luxury brand, while Seiko will be seen as a cheap watch manufacturer, despite having a high-end line of watches as well. The lineups of these watches belong to both have a rich and long history as well. The Oyster Perpetual was the watch worn on the first successful Mount Everest expedition, together with a Smith's watch, while Seiko 5 was one of the 3 first automatic chronographs ever built. Both lines have been in constant production for more than 50 years, which is pretty rare in the world of horology. So up until now, these watches have been throwing pretty respectable punches when it comes to their history and pedigree. So now, it's time to take a look at the watches themselves. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual, despite being an entry-level model in the Rolex lineup, has all the bells and whistles that comes with a Rolex. An automatic movement that beats at 28,800 bph that comes with both hacking and hand winding, and an amazing specified accuracy of plus minus 2 seconds per day, thus the superlative chronometer designation on the dial. The movement is also completely in-house. Seiko's movement, despite also being completely made in-house, is just a basic 7S26 that beats at 21,600 bph, comes without hacking or hand winding, and has a specified accuracy of minus 20 to plus 35 seconds per day, which is making it completely out of league compared to Rolex. The cases are made of 2 different steels as well, with Seiko being made of 316L steel used by almost every other manufacturer, while Rolex uses their own 904L version that has better corrosion resistance. Rolex also uses superior sapphire crystal, while Seiko uses hardlex that will scratch more easily. Bracelet and clasp are parts that differentiate them most, as Rolex comes with one of the best bracelet and clasp combos in the business. Machined, solid end links, and the clasp just ooze quality. They're beautifully built and finished, giving you a comfortable wear. Seiko, on the other hand, uses folded links and end links with a stamped clasp, giving a teeny, cheap feel that you can't even come close to matching Rolex. This type of bracelet and clasp was used by Rolex 50 years ago, and pitted against a vintage Rolex, Seiko might have a chance, but a modern Rolex bracelet is simply on a different planet. All of these up until now are all known and easily seen differences that are to be expected at almost 100 times the price. But now, I want to compare the dial and hands. Although at first glance to the naked eye, both seem pretty much the same, I wanted to see things at extreme magnification, as that is where the extra money should be seen. And sure enough, when you get to extreme macro, you can see that Rolex keeps looking crisp and pretty much flawless, regardless of how close you get. While Seiko, although looking rather impressive as there is almost no major imperfections found, looks less crisp, like you're looking at a lower resolution video. I'm glad that Rolex backs up its reputation and price tag by showing the immaculate levels of finish. And although I was orgasming when I was looking at these shots, I was not surprised, as it's something you expect from a Rolex. What did surprise me is the way Seiko looks under these extreme magnifications. To be honest, I expected uneven edges, pitting on the markers and generally more flaws, but I have to say everything looks very impressive, especially given the low price. When it comes to the other parts of this watch, Rolex looks and feels like a much more expensive watch, especially when it comes to the movement performance. But when it comes to fit and finish, the difference is not as big as I expected. So in conclusion, I can say both of these watches impressed me a lot. One justified its price tag, while the other surprised me with what you get for your money. Now tell me what you think about both. Is the $5,940 higher price justified in your eyes, or do you think the advantages of the Rolex do not deserve the 100 times higher price? Please let me know in the comment section. Well, that's it when it comes to this week's video, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.